Sauce on me. I got drip. Flood the wrist. It's homage to the.
Hey kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. It's the girl Anique. How y'all doing or whatever? How y'all doing or whatever? Hey, yay, hey, hey. Hey kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anique here on Anique Budgets. If this is your first time here, we do cash stuffing, budgeting, paying off debt, and mind our business, and not necessarily in those 4 orders. So if you are interested in that, I hope you consider subscribing and join the family. But if you are not new here, welcome back. Welcome back, guys. And thank you once again for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider giving this video a thumbs up. Leave your 2 cents down in the comment box so I can know if I'm doing something good, bad, or different. Baby, tell me how you feel. And we can now come by and learn if you have a great suggestion. So as you guys can see by this video, I am doing a living paycheck to paycheck video, right? And this is a video I found on YouTube. Oh my god, on YouTube by listening to one of my mentors here on YouTube, and he was talking about it. So I wanted to review this video with you guys and, you know, basically see if the things that are said in this video is the truth or lies. And so I will get your guys' opinion after we watch this video together. I will also link the original video down in the description box, so if you want to go ahead and check it out without listening to me babbling and stopping and going in between, then baby go ahead and do that, okay? But without further ado, guys, because this was a long intro, let's get into the video. Okay, y'all, so I will be watching the video on my iPad right here, and we're gonna go through the entire thing. The video is 12 minutes and 14 seconds long, so you can go ahead and watch this, but we're gonna listen to some parts of it and then basically discuss it, because is it facts or not, right? So yeah, but I'm gonna be watching it here on my iPad, and like I said, I will link it down in the description box for you guys. So let's get started. So this is on the CNBC network, and the original video is called "How Much Money Do Americans Need to Be Comfortable?" Child, let's answer that question before we watch it. How much money for you do you need to be comfortable? If you have a family, if you're single, I'm single, but how much money do you need to be comfortable? For me, I think it's to pay off all this debt, pay off my mortgage, and pay off my car and my credit card. And I'm comfortable. I'm real comfortable. I'm extra comfortable. I ain't got no mortgage. I ain't got no car payment. I have no credit card bill. Oh baby, please. Easy, okay? So how much is that? And for me, that's what, 220,000, something like that. 230,000, something like that would be what I need, and just I'll be comfortable. I can work the rest of my life and be good, but I'll have at least a home, which is permanent. I'll have my car, which is permanent until, of course, I need another one. But I can, you know, have a car fund, and a car sinking fund, and I can save in that car sinking fund for my next car. But I won't have a mortgage, so I'll have a lot of money available. So yeah, for me, 200,000 one time is what I'm good for. That's all I need. But what is yours? And if I was to do monthly, I think my paycheck now for a single person is great with the debt that I have. If I did not have any debt, this would be great for a family of 4 too, to me. But I don't have a family, and I don't have a family of 4, so that's just my perspective, child. If it's different, let me know. But that is my budget. What it is now would be great to me if I didn't have any mortgage, any car payment, any credit card bills, and it's a family of 4. Like, I think like we can survive on that, like, you know. Yeah, so anyways, let's watch the video.
The average American says they need to earn $233,000 a year to be financially comfortable. But in 2021,
a year though? 233,000 a year.
Workers on average made only $75,203 annually. Americans are sort of looking at how much money they would like to have to be financially secure, and that ends up being basically 3 times what the average income is in this country. And to be essentially wealthy or really successful, it's magnitudes above that.
Yeah.
72% of Americans said they weren't financially secure given their current finances. And more than a quarter of Americans said they'll likely never be financially secure.
So, question, guys. I know it's only 40 seconds into the video, but question. Obviously, I'm not financially secure because I still have a mortgage, car payment, credit card bill, baby, you know, all the things. But how far are you away from your financial security? Like, how far into your debt journey or how far into your budgeting are you where you are like, okay, in a couple more months, like, I'm gonna be financially secure? Like, for me, one of those moments happened in 2021. Was it 2021 or 2020? I think it was 2021 when I officially first became debt free, and then I started saving my $10,000 with my saving challenge that I got. And so yeah, I was able to do that, and I felt financial security probably one of the first time in a while. And so yeah, you know, what is financial security to you, and like, when do you think you're gonna get it, and how far are you now with your debt journey? Are you from financial security? Part of mine, once I get rid of my car debt and I got rid of my credit card debt, what is that? So that's what that is to me.
Numbers, their debt is lower and their savings are higher coming out of the pandemic, but they're more anxious about what's going to happen next, if they have job stability, if they're going to be able to have secure retirement.
With well over half of Americans living paycheck to paycheck, many are failing to meet some of their modest financial goals.
There are actually millions of people struggling. It's not something that people want to talk about, but if you're in a place where your financial security feels super precarious, you're not alone. And it's not your fault.
So how did it become so difficult to be financially secure in America? And what can you do about it? Let's do some budgeting.
What did they say? Hold up. Well, let's back up a little bit. Let's back up a little bit, you know. Let's see what they said. What did they say?
You're not alone. And it's not your fault.
Wait,
so how did it become so difficult to be financially secure in America? And what can you do about it?
What can you do about it?
Let's do some budgeting. Americans.
Let's do some budgeting. If nothing else, y'all, we at least got step one. High five. We at least got step one. We at least got step one. We budgeting. We budgets over here, baby. So we already doing good. But baby, if you haven't yet, the video said, let's do some budgeting. You should start budgeting. I ain't said it, they did. You should start budgeting. But let's get back to the video.
Working full-time earned a median monthly income of about $4,400 during the second quarter of 2023. The average worker takes home 75.2% of gross wages after taxes and benefits, shrinking the take-home pay to about $3,308. And that just isn't enough to cover the cost of living in America today.
The cost of healthcare, that has skyrocketed. The cost of attending college has skyrocketed. The cost of purchasing a home has skyrocketed. But nowhere has anyone said wage growth is up 15%, right?
Take a look at some of the most essential expenses for Americans.
Now, I know I'm pausing in this video. I'm probably not going to go through all of this video, but that's why we're going to have it in the bottom. Now, for me and my budget, I am living paycheck to paycheck because, again, I'm still paying off debt. I am building my emergency fund. And so, yeah, living paycheck to paycheck, basically, in essence, you know, when you think about it. But for me, there's certain things that as a civilian that you guys are paying for that I'm not paying for. Gosh, my forehead's scratching. Oh my God, I'm sorry. One of those things is healthcare. I don't pay for no healthcare being in the military, so that's all taken care of for me. Like, I don't have to do that. And one of the other things that they mentioned was school. I don't pay for any school unless I mess up, right? Or unless I decide that I have to pay for school because either the money that was allocated for school has ran out, or yeah, it's ran out, or I just don't want to use my other option of paying for schooling. So again, for me, have 2 of the 4 things that they mentioned. If it was 2 or 4 that they mentioned, I don't have to pay for it. Healthcare and for schooling, I don't have to pay for it because there are benefits to being in the military. I'm just saying. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm saying if it's an option, I would consider it. That's the word, consider. I'm not telling you what to do, just consider it if it's an option.
Median monthly rent in the U.S. is $2,029 as of June 2023. That amount already accounts for over 46% of the Americans' median pre-tax income. But most U.S. agencies classify spending more than 30% of one's gross monthly income on rent as being rent burdened. Meanwhile, the median mortgage payment for a...
Am I rent burdened? Hold up. I pay mortgage now. I know, but hello. So what's my thing? What's my thing about you? I am what is this? 29 plus 540 plus 540 plus 600. Call that times 30%. I'm rent burdened. 1,370. If you guys didn't know if I use a ring light or not, you sure do now. $1,374. That is how much. That is 30% of my income, and that is with my rental income included, and that makes me rent burdened. I ain't said it. The people did. So, but $2,000. How much are y'all paying for rent? Anybody paying $2,000 for rent? $2,000 for rent? That's crazy. That's crazy.
A 2,400 square foot.
That's the average though, so don't take it as gospel. That's the average. So you got to think about California, you got to think about New York, you got to think about Florida. Like, you got to think about all the expensive places as well, all the cities, all the major cities and their rent. So don't take it, you know, take it with a grain of salt in perspective that this is including all the major cities and they did the average. So
house was $1,957 per month. However, a common rule of thumb advises spending 28% or less of your pre-tax income on mortgage payments. For the median gross monthly earnings, that translates to just $1,232.
As we talk to households and talk to consumers out in the real world, especially those, say, under 40.
So, side note, I know I'm pausing this video a lot, but again, this is why we have it down in the link down in the description box. Mortgage, if you don't know, mortgage can include insurance. It can, I don't know if mortgage insurance is separate from homeowners. I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty sure there are. I don't have mortgage insurance because my insurance is through the military. So the military is the insurance company, and so I don't pay mortgage insurance. I do pay homeowners insurance, and I do pay taxes. Yes, I do pay taxes. So those are the 2 things that I don't pay. I don't pay that third insurance, I think is what. But those 2 things are included in my mortgage. And so when they say mortgage here, I'm not sure if they are talking about the payment itself that you're paid on the mortgage, or the mortgage itself including the taxes that you have to pay and your homeowner's insurance, right? So I just wanted to clarify that and put that out there, because, you know, if you've never had a mortgage before, you probably would not know this information. So that would be my only thing, because if they're doing it without taxes and without insurance, baby, it's definitely below it. But if that is included, my $1,410.72 that you guys see, that includes all of those, and that will mean your girl is over here paying more money than she hello, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. But yeah, so yeah guys. Yeah, but let's continue.
Housing is the big issue. You know, rent, mortgage. It is the biggest concern that people aren't going to be able to make the next payment.
inflation is really hurting individuals having stability in their housing. And I think sometimes we underestimate that if you have uncertainty in your housing, it causes uncertainty everywhere.
Housing is also the reason why cities have become more difficult to afford. Americans said it would require more than $1 million in net worth to be financially comfortable in places like San Francisco, and Southern California.
This is why we've seen some migration or mobility around the country, where some people say, I'm living in a high-cost state like California or New York. We really want to sort of pack up and go to an area that's less expensive. And one of the ironies of that is those places that were cheaper before are now becoming more expensive.
Because
Americans
people are moving
spend
there.
On average, $690.75 on food every month, according to the latest data from the Bureau.
Now, every about 2 weeks, I budget $150, but you gotta remember, I'll be eating regardless. I'ma eat. So I'll budget about $300 a month. And then let's add on an extra like $100 on. So about $450 is what I spend on food. More like $400 because I try not to go too out of budget when I am doing stuff like groceries. But they not lying. They not lying. So, and that's me as a single person. So imagine a family.
Of labor statistics. That amount is significantly higher than any of USDA's estimated grocery bills, including more generous and liberal food plans. Add the out-of-pocket health expenditures that cost the average Americans $96.42 every month, and you get a total expense of $2,816.17 for renters, and $2,744.17 for homeowners. That amount already accounts for 85% of the median take-home pay for average American renters, and over 80.
So what I'm gonna do is, what is it? They said $277. So I'm gonna do my normal take-home. My normal take-home pay with everything is $45.80, and we're gonna do 277.4 divided, right? That's the number, right? 2,774. That's the number we're gonna go with, divided by 4580. So that means I've used 60% of my take-home pay to pay for mortgage, to pay for food, to pay for health, if I had health, but I don't have health. So that would be 60% of mine. I did the calculations right here. So 60% of what I would take home would be basically what would be used for those three things. And yeah, paycheck to paycheck, right? So are you living paycheck to paycheck? Because sometimes I feel like I am, but this video is giving me perspective as well. Like, you not, like, girl, you kind of making, like, I really be existing in my head and be thinking that I don't make enough money, but that is with the additional bills that I have. So a credit card is a additional bill, a car payment is an additional bill, a mortgage, you'd already be paying rent if you don't own your home, which I don't own my home and I was paying rent before, so that is not new to me. So this is valid. I'm not living paycheck to paycheck in the version compared to what they say in the video. I do live in paycheck to paycheck in the management of my expenses, because of course we budget over here, okay? So I'm doing good. I'm doing good, and the goal is to get debt free. The goal is to get car payment debt free and car note debt free. And so once both of those things have been accomplished, then my budget will basically be relieved by like $600, and I'll have $600 extra to work with to do other things. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna do too much. I'm not gonna do more of this video. That was about 5 minutes of the video. There's a whole other 7 minutes to go through and watch without me being here. But I wanted to bring this to you guys, and I wanted us to have perspective, and I wanted us to apparently over 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, which sounds like the number is going to increase possibly in the next like couple of years. So it is up to us to do our due diligence and pay off these debt that we have now, make better budgeting decisions so that we can prepare for the future, because it doesn't seem like inflation is going down. And if we are not prepared for that, then how can we basically move forward, and how can we set ourselves up for the best future? So I hope this video gave you guys perspective. I hope this video gave you guys insight, because that is what I wanted with this video, for you guys to see what basically is the view on people living paycheck to paycheck in America, and then how this will affect you now and in the future, right? And for us to make better decisions, especially since we've already started with step 1, which is the budget, that's going to help us enormously. A lot of things. It's going to help us in a big way. And so yeah, so anyways guys, that's it for the video. I really don't have too much to say. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and leave your 2 cents down in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
How you wanna do it? How you wanna get it? I'm out that, out of my mind. Can't even talk, can't even walk. Bad little thing.